Hello, how are you? This is Rachel from sweetbeepaperco. I am here with a video to show you how I use some of the products that I received from Inloveartshop and some projects we can make some ephemera with, some little flippy cards, stuff like that. I hope you are excited. We're going to do 3 different little projects today. I'll show you how I made this cute little flip thing that you can use in a journal to send to a pen pal. I really like these to kind of glue into a journal. And I used 2 of the products from them, the stamp and that die cut. But make sure you check out their website down below. I am an affiliate with them. So if you use the coupon code, which is sweetbeepaperco, I will have that down below. You get 25% off of your purchase, and I do make a small commission from that. That is not an additional cost to you and really helps out the channel, helps the channel grow, for me to work with different companies and show you some of the cool products that they have that I really love. So without further ado, let me show you this. So I used one of my Time Edit little cardstock sheets. I have these in my Etsy shop actually. So all I did with this is fold it in half. So you've got some journaling space here. You can even journal on the top part if you use like cardstock that's just not too busy or too bright. And then I used a little dictionary paper down at the bottom. But this dove, I keep calling it a dove, but on their website and everything I'm using today from Inloveartshop is linked down below. And this die cut, or this die, is called Flying Bird Decor die. And it's so pretty. I love it on top of this pink paper. So cute. And this, through my die cutting machine, just did really well. I didn't have any problems with it. So I've got some things already kind of ready for this. I've got it folded in half. Everything's inked up. And I've got the inside, this part of the inside done. Let's get the outside done and get the die cut on there. So I'm just going to put glue on this. So I just cut these papers to be a little bit smaller than the Time Edit card, just so it kind of gives a little bit of a frame to it. See, it's not too much smaller than it. Okay, so now let's glue the die cut on there. So I used some black cardstock. So in this one I kind of angled the bird more vertical. This one I kind of want to have it down a little bit. So let's get some glue on it. So gluing dies like this too is kind of like gluing a doily down. I just kind of put some dots all over some of the bigger parts, especially on the outside. If it's going to be something that's going in and out of a pocket, I really would think about using something or like putting more glue on it. So just kind of guess right in there-ish. And then with this too, like if I have any of it kind of coming up, I'll just add just a little tiny bit more glue. But yeah, this went through the die cut machine really well. Oh, we should have tried gold paper too. That would be really pretty. So I've just got a little heart I punched out. Put kind of to the side. These would be so fun to send to a pen pal with a little note in it. Or, you don't even have to put a note in it if you want for them, to be able to use it in whatever they want. While we're here, we might as well stamp on the inside. So these are also from Inloveartshop. These are the flowers stamps. And I want to stamp on this one too, kind of like how I did on that one. Don't want to use a huge one. I think I'm actually just going to use the same stamp. It's so pretty, but I think I will put it maybe on, yeah, the left side. We'll kind of have it going off of it just a little bit. Oh, isn't that pretty? Love it, love it, love it. I will have these stamps in another video too next week, but I just kind of wanted to use one of those in there. But I love these stamps. I love the other ones I got from them too. I think I showed them in the unboxing, the tinier flowers. They're so cute. But yeah, there it is. These are so cute. I definitely like the angle of it down a little bit. But if you check out the listing for these, it does show some other projects in case you need some inspiration for using them. I think this die will be gorgeous using them in some Christmas crafts too. That's really, I really kept wanting to get out my Christmas paper and kind of do one with that. They're so pretty. But yeah, these cards are super simple. If you want a in-depth tutorial with these, just let me know. Okay, so these are the Inloveartshop number cutting dies. I love the font on these numbers. It's gorgeous. I had some issues with these dies and was a little frustrated with them, to be honest. I finally watched a tips and tricks video on some of these dies where they have the little tiny parts right there, because they were just kind of getting stuck in there. And on my 8 one, it's kind of, I can't tell if it's supposed to be like that. It's a little kind of wonky at the top of there, so I'm not sure, but they would get stuck in there and I was having the hardest time. But I found this trick where when you make your sandwich to go through your die cutting machine, to put a piece of wax paper, like kitchen wax paper, in between the die and your scrapbook paper. So that will make it so much easier for your paper to come out. And I was really skeptical about it, and I tried it this morning, and holy moly, it really worked with these. I still had to be really slow and careful, especially going through these like really tiny parts, like on the 5, 8, 4, the 3, and the 2, the 6, most of them. Okay. The 0 came out really fine. This part and the 7 here is just so tiny. So be aware of that. If you get these dies, they are kind of a little bit difficult to work with. But as soon as I saw these, the project that kind of came to mind was using them to create these little round ephemera pieces. So I used my die cut machine to do out all of my numbers. And then I took a 1-inch punch and punched out some craft cardstock, some scrapbook paper, some regular paper, and I even did the numbers in pink. I was kind of curious to see too if it was the paper I was using when I was making these, if that's what was giving me such a problem, and it's not, it's the die. So, but these are so cute on the numbers. I absolutely love them. They're kind of like a vintagey looking font to begin with. But on top of the circle punch, they just look so, so cool. So I put one on the back of this little flip book that I have a tutorial coming soon on this. So I used one down here, and I just absolutely love how these look. So I made a little bunch of them to use in some projects here and there. But they're super easy to make. You just punch them out with the die cutting machine, do your 1-inch punch, and then just glue them on. Super simple, super pretty, super cute, and you can do them in whatever color scheme you want. I love the black on the craft color paper. They look so cool. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to show you today from Inloveartshop is this Chrysanthemum Stencil. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if it matters which way you put it, but I love it. So I love using stencils and some distress ink to kind of just make a shadow on some of my journaling pages, especially on the ones where I know I'm not going to cover up and I'm actually going to be journaling on them more. So I wanted to do that on this book page. I have coffee dyed this, and it is nice and crispy. So I'm going to try to decide where I kind of want it on here, because I don't want to put it like right in the middle. I kind of want to offset it a little bit. I mean, it'll fit over the whole page, but I kind of want to offset it just for a little bit of interest on the page. So I've got this makeup blending brush. I know they make some specific for like crafting, but I've had these from a makeup set and don't use them anymore, so why not? So I'm just taking some Distress Oxide. I'm going to use Vintage Photo. I think Vintage Photo looks really nice on coffee dyed stuff, so I'm just going to rub that on there. And you can either tape this down with like some washi tape. I'm just going to hold it with my hand and just start lightly rubbing over the stencil onto the page. And like I said, you're not trying to get like a huge amount of ink on the page. We really just kind of want to see a shadow of it. Actually, I think that's enough. I'm just going to wipe off the ink because I want to do another one with you. But doesn't that look so pretty? So you're still able to use the page or write on it, whatever you need to use it for. But it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And I love this huge flower. Looks really good, kind of offset on there. So I kept talking about how I like to use them in my journals on pages. So I could not figure out what I wanted to do with this doily, and I think I want to do this stencil on it. I think that would be really pretty, but I want to use, because this is kind of a pinkish journal, I want to use a different color. So let's try Victorian Velvet. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Just rub my brush on it and just really softly go over the stencil. There's still some Vintage Photo on there, which that's okay. So I want a little bit more color on this, but I still don't have to put that much because the doily is white. Actually, I kind of like it with Vintage Photo on it too. Ooh, I can't wait to see what this looks like. So I kind of did it a little uneven in parts. So let's see. Oh, that is gorgeous. Love that so much. Definitely love these two kind of together, the Vintage Photo and Victorian Velvet. Ooh, I love that so much. That's gorgeous. Mixed together, kind of gave it like a little bit of a peachy tone, you know. Love this stencil. So pretty. Definitely going to keep using it. And I have more more pages, so so I could put that on all of them. I don't think I will, but I love that. Then we could do like a sentiment stamp on here or something. That'd be cute. But yeah, so those are the projects I wanted to share with you today with some items from Inloveartshop.com. Make sure you check out their video down below. Use my coupon code for 25% off of your order. But I will be back next week to show you a few more projects with some items that I got from them. If you're curious what those other items are too, I have an unboxing of everything I got this time, which I will also link below. And yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!